A fascinating story from Washington, D.C. schools today about a proposal to drop civics from the required curriculum in the nation's capital, the seat of government. If approved, some Washington, D.C. high school students could graduate without learning the basic duties of being an American citizen and how our government works. Education reformers say this is just part of a larger national problem. Bob Bowdon is an education expert and director of the film The Cartel. Bob, welcome back.
Thanks.
So, you know, they have a lower on-time graduation rate in D.C. than any of the 50 states, and they're looking to do something to cure it. And one of the proposals is that darn civics is so hard.
Well,
why don't we just get rid of it?
Yes.
That'll solve things.
Replacing it with the tic-tac-toe curriculum. Yes.
Almost exactly. They have to take more gym if they do that.
Perhaps they're just civics geniuses already, and that's really the reality here.
They see the Capitol every day.
Out on their front lawn. That's
this is scary. These are kids. The kids don't really generally want to, take on a heavy course load, but we have to make them. We have to make them learn English and learn social studies and learn math and learn science. We have to make them.
Right. Well, it is one of the most troubled districts in the country, and we had school vouchers in D.C. Then they went away when the Obama administration was new, and now they're back though. So they are. It's a better voucher program than had been the case. So there are more and more kids in private schools that have opted out of the Washington D.C. public schools.
Good for them. What about the poor kids who are stuck back in the public schools?
Indeed, yes. There are stories like this about curriculum changes that are troubling. And so certainly I would be for keeping civics and government in the curriculum, just like I'm for keeping algebra and I don't know, Shakespeare in high school and then lots of other things, right?
It's in the nation's capital. It's like the irony.
It should be everywhere. Right. It should be everywhere. But it's there is also a point to be made, another level of a school choice model where different kinds of schools can form, different kinds of curricula can be provided for schools that want kids that want different kinds of focuses on science and math or dramatic arts or vocational skills.
Sure, focus, absolutely.
Right, exactly. So at the same time, it's also worth saying that I believe in homeschooling. I believe in having parents having choice. And so if different kinds of schools form and make decisions I may not agree with, whatever they are, I still support the parents' right to pick alternate schools.
Isn't there some basic agreement that even if you do homeschooling, you're going to need to cover, the 3 R's? You're going to need, there's going to need to be some social studies.
I would be very surprised if there were any kind of major system besides D.C. that had made a decision like this. You're right. I'm for keeping in the curriculum. I'm just saying I'm also for freedom, and so there would be a scenario where there could be things I wouldn't agree with, but I would still be for a parent's right to choose an alternate curriculum.
The D.C. State Board of Education says it is trying to improve the situation for its students, and they're going to increase some of the requirements from these students. For example, they now have to take foreign language for 2 years, and it has to be the same language. They used to be able to take one of Spanish, one of French, that kind of thing. The reason they're pushing to phys ed instead, you have to take an additional unit of that. And by the way, you'd have to do an additional 225 minutes of physical activity every week. That's pretty substantial, is because they're worried about the physical health of a lot of these inner city students who haven't necessarily been educated on how to eat well and how to keep themselves fit. And that's, physical well-being is also important to intellectual well-being. But at what cost?
Epidemic.
But at what cost? I mean, really, getting rid of civics, especially in the nation's capital, but anywhere?
Well, another issue too, Megan, is that so many of these courses are so poorly taught. Getting rid of them may not even affect the students at all. In some of the worst dysfunctional failing schools in America, whether civics is kept in or kept out may produce the exact same children at the end of the day.
That is just a sad
we had a story earlier this week about how graduation rates are now the highest since 1976. And that was this headline. We should be proud of ourselves because high school graduation rates are now at this multi-decade high. And yet, if you look at the story deeper, it's actually 78%. That's the 4-year high school graduation rate. That means more than 1 out of 5 kids in America today are not finishing even high school on time. 22% of the country. Districts like Kansas City have a 40% graduation rate. Chicago, 61% graduation rate. So there are, huge problems, and a lot of kids are dropping out. It goes way beyond just the case of D.C.'s civics.
Next week is National School Choice Week, and you'll be hearing a lot more about what does that mean. How does it affect you and your family? If you don't have it, how can you get it? Bob, thanks for being here. We'll talk more about it.
Schoolchoiceweek.com.
Got it. Thank you, sir. Up next, how this paper